Joining me is the awesome twosome of Indian hockey, the captain Manpreet Singh and the coach Reid, to talk about the amazing journey and the awesome bronze medal winning moment of the Tokyo Games. Manpreet, first talk about this event that has happened after almost 41 years. The team has managed to do something unimaginable. What was the first feeling that was going on right there in that particular moment when the penalty corner was about to be taken?
Yeah, that time actually we didn't get enough time to think about it, because that time we just thought how we gonna save this, because as we having a really good defensive plenty on defense, so we just thought we just need to focus on our defense and we will stop this. So that's what happened, that we having a Shiri in the back, so definitely we having a really good confidence that time, so we will save this one.
Graham, you were there. We all saw you shouting from the sideline. You were quite pumped up. What was going in your mind? Did the heart stop for a while?
Well, I've actually got a pacemaker, so it was sort of going at 100 beats a minute, I can tell you, probably more than that. But I think at the time we were concerned about the clock having been stopped, and so I was sort of a little bit going, well hold on, let's stop the game, let's see how much time should be put back or taken off the clock. Should it really be a corner? All those sort of things would go. So yeah, it all happened so very quickly. I think the great thing was, and we talked about this before the game a lot, about the process. Trust the process of the penalty corner defence, and it's a world-class unit. So I was sort of quietly confident, but of course you never know in elite sport what can happen.
Anything can happen, and we have seen we have conceded goals at the very last moment. Manpreet, did you ever thought that this day will come after the 2012, when it was a difficult moment, 2012, 2016. There were many times you went really close of winning a medal, and then it slipped out. Do you believe that this was the time then India can create history?
Yes, definitely, because 2012 it was a disaster because we didn't win even a single match. But after that, it takes time. Then we got got improved. Like we got a Asian Games gold medal and Commonwealth game, and then comes to Olympics 2016, where we qualified for the quarterfinal, but we couldn't beat the Belgium team. But this time we had our thing that we can do this time, because as we had really worked hard, and the last 15 months we had to sacrifice so many things. So this time we had an aim that we are not going to participate this time. We have to win them. We want to finish in the podium this time.
Yeah, Graham, you have seen Indian hockey from a very close quarter while you were playing, and then you were coaching. What you felt that has changed over the years? 90s was the time when Indian hockey probably reached its nadir. But you believe that this generation has the wherewithal to now go on to do some amazing thing. 2023, we are hosting the World Cup here.
Yeah, no, that's exciting. I think it's been a progression and a natural progression. When I say natural, it isn't natural because there's been a lot of work that's gone into it, and a lot of good coaches have been before me and have put a lot of great work into it, including foreign coaches but also local Indian coaches, and Harindra Singh has been involved with the team, but also with the junior guys, and I think that Junior World Cup win has also helped the mentality of Indian hockey. It sort of, well, actually we can do this.
Many of these players actually came from that junior.
Yes, that's right. Hockey India League as well. When you play beside someone, you realise they've only got 2 arms and 2 legs, and that well, actually we can play them. We've actually practiced a lot with Germany, with Holland, with different teams. So the boys get to understand, hey, actually our skills are probably as good, if not better, than some of those teams. So all that adds up. If you put into the mix the COVID situation of the last 15 months, and I was constantly saying to the boys, don't underestimate what adversity can do to a group, about bonding it and binding it together. And I think that's what you saw in the bronze medal game when we were 3-1 down and you know, we'd lost the semi-final. It's very easy to throw the to throw it all out then, but they didn't. We came back and the rest is history. Yeah.
Manpreet, to you, you mentioned the fact that the COVID situation, there are a lot of people, including you and a lot of people who got COVID positive, and it was a difficult moment. You know, people were getting COVID positive. There's the process of recovery and then again training. How difficult it was?
In the beginning, it was difficult because I got so many calls, and those are all negative. But I would like to say thanks to my team and my coaching staff and all the Sai and Hockey India, because that time they didn't let me alone, because they always been calling on me and checking on me and asking me is there anything they could do for me, and they just said to me just focus on the recovery, and the rest of the thing, if I need anything, I just can ask the team and all, and coach and others, they all just sending a message, are you okay, do you need anything? So that shows me that everyone is with me, so I don't need to worry about anything, so I just need to focus on my recovery, and that's what we did. And after I discharged from the hospital, I went back to the room, and coaches, staff, they had a meeting, they made a plan for us that how we gonna make them back to the track. So it took a bit weeks, because I was the first person. We never know that what was the side effect of will be. So it took time, but we got back on the track after 2 or 3 weeks.
After that, even Reid, was there any particular moment you felt that you need to work on a little? You need to start easily, not because most of these people were recovering.
Yeah, well, there wasn't much data at that point. You know, it was quite of course, it's a novel coronavirus, and so no one had too much knowledge on it. And so basically we had to work out, and we were very conservative. When you look back, I think, especially considering how young and fit these guys are. Having said that, Surrender had some issues with some blood clotting, so it's definitely a dangerous virus, and so we had to, yes, be very conservative, but we were making it up as we go along.
Well, I will ask this question to both of you. When we lost the first match against Australia, that particular match where you guys got hammered, how difficult was to next day get up and get into the groove again and pull yourself up? I'll start with Manpreet first.
Actually, yes, it wasn't that good match, but we didn't play that bad. We had a good opportunities, but they were so lucky. Whatever they are scoring, what they were pushing in the goal, it was getting goal. They are getting a goal. And even push or anything, they just keep getting a goal. So yes, but we just tell them each other like, yes, man, okay, fine. This is match already happened now, but there is more matches to come. We need to focus on those matches, and that's what we did. And the coach shows us all the data that we did. It's not that we played bad. You guys played very well, but just focus on the next matches, and that's what was the motto, like from when we are leaving from here, that we should go match by match. Whatever happened, we cannot change it, but we need to focus on our upcoming match.
Graham, I'm very sure you were absolutely pissed with the score line at that after the particular match. What happened? What was the dressing room talk that you had that pumped them up?
I remember when we got off the bus coming back into the village, I sort of wanted to draw a line in it and really say, okay, because I had been coaching with the Dutch team. Belgium had beaten Holland 5-0 on a similar situation, where goals just went in, and they hadn't played that badly. And so when you look at the numbers behind the game, and that also helps, when you look at data behind the game, you see that actually you could play that game 3 or 4 times and it would be 2-2, 3-2, 2-3, much closer, a closer scoreline than 7-1, And so when you talk about that, you end up being able to explain to the group, and they were really looking for the next thing. And so I think as we came back in, we said, right, that's it, next thing mentality, which is a bit of a sort of saying we had, and let's move on.
Yeah. There was a talk, this question is to Reid, there was a talk that after before every match, there was you used to write down something on the dressing room that this is how you guys should play. There was some some sort of a motto sort of a thing. What was the thing that were pushed these guys more?
Before every game, you know about Hangman, we would get the guys to guess the word that was our bit of a focus, you know, and so those sort of things. But a lot of the times it was just about get out there and enjoy it, you know, and make sure that you know, this is what we do. This is you know, we spend our whole lives playing hockey and preparing for this. So trust it, trust the process.
Trust the process. Was that? I mean, I'm very sure you come from a family which is, you know, almost there in hockey. Everybody in your family, your elder brothers were there in hockey players. Was the pressure on you, and how did you manage to cope up with that pressure?
Actually, it was not pressure at all. It was like, you know, we have been doing this from like years, so we just want to enjoy. That's what we did, and we just had that meeting with all the players. Just play your game, because we can't tell you like how to play, and you don't have to take any pressure, because this is a really, because that is a dream of every hockey player or any athlete that want to represent in their country in the Olympics. So we enjoyed our game, and personally I did enjoy it, and that's what happened, and I think this make us a really good team.
After 41 years, you guys have created history. What was the feeling in that dressing room, both of you? I want to start with Manpreet. You were there. Everybody was there with you. You knew this is a whole bunch of people who stayed almost a year together. What was going on in each one of your mind, and yours specifically?
For me, I didn't know. I was blind that time. So it was nothing coming to my mind, and I just believe it's finally we did it, because we worked so hard for this, and we finally did it. And I hugged coach and I said, "Coach, we finally did it." And
you were all in tears at that time.
Yeah, it was, because it was my always a childhood dream that I want to represent my country and I want to win a medal in the Olympics. And it just, when it's coming, finally dream come true. So obviously you will cry, and emotions will come out. And that's what happened, and the whole team was so excited. Even he was crying away. Yeah, because it was really, I don't know how to explain this. It was really blind for me that time. Yeah.
What about you, coach? I'm sure for you this is also a moment of reckoning.
Yeah, no, definitely. I spoke to the group before we went there and said, look, you know, the Olympics it gets in your blood. You know, it's an amazing thing, and I think you know, when I was 5, I started playing hockey, and my dream was an Olympic gold medal. You know, and yeah, it's something that you can't explain. And so yes, to achieve something like that is a fantastic thing and we didn't realise until perhaps just yesterday how amazing it is for this country.
The whole journey from that airport to hotel, and then in hotel,
unbelievable. Seriously, never seen anything like it. It was so good.
What about you, Manpreet?
Yeah, it was amazing. We didn't realize when we got a medal there, because we got that so many people are Indian people, their fan really loving us. But we got to know when we landed here, and the people, they gave their love and they show their respect and love. It was amazing. And in the last night when we had a function, it was a great function with all medalists were there, and all media was there, and they're pushing everyone, and they just want to take a picture and auto, like everything. It was amazing. We never had this feeling before. Yeah.
Coach, do you believe that this is a watershed moment in Indian hockey? This is probably the start of a bronze age, and we can move to the golden age.
Well, after we hugged and whatever, do you remember? I don't know if you remember saying, but this is the start. You know, like we can't leave it here. This is, you know, and so that's the sort of mentality that we are trying to produce, and you know, we now have to set our goals higher, but we also need to work out what we need to do to get there. You know, there's lots of work to be done on okay, we need to get better in these areas and those areas, and that's what the next, you know, couple of months is going to be about.
You have told this to the chaps also, including the captain, that these are the things that we...
Because actually we, you know, after the won the medal, everyone was crying after we had got hurdle, and that's what he said, like, guys, yes, well done, he's really proud of us, but this is a set mark. We are now starting from here. So there is so many things we want to achieve as the next World Cup is coming here, and the Asian Games, and next Paris Olympics. It's just a set mark. We now focus on, we need to get more up. And for that, once you back, I'll give you only 1 week rest, and you have to come back to camp.
So you hardly have actually any leave. You hardly will get to spend time at family with your family, and then again rush back and side center.
And when he said that, na, that I will give you only 1 week, everyone got seriously.
But this is again the thing that if you want to push the hockey the next level, and next couple of years there are Asian Games, there are Commonwealth Games, and there is the World Cup coming, and we are hosting it. So it will be an amazing opportunity to live that World Cup only once we have done that. It will be amazing to live that in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, definitely. It will be amazing, but for that it's a process. We have to work day by day, and we need to improve ourselves. So that's what I think will be our goal. So after we come back from the rest period, after meeting our family, so that will be our focus. Yes, now we achieved, but now we need to we want to achieve more.
What about you, coach? Have you decided that these are the things that we need to do? These are the areas we need to work on, and what exactly is the roadmap for, let's say, 2024 until 2024, let's say?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a process. Even the concept of working out what needs to happen is a process, and we need to get feedback from the players, what they believe. Also be going through lots of video from the Olympics, because it's there will be lots of learning there to see what are the sort of the areas that other teams are getting at us, and how we are approaching all of those processes. So yeah, it's a slow process, but it needs to happen.
It's a process, but coming back to that particular match, Simranjit made that goal, but he was not there in the first 16. So do you believe that when it has to happen, everybody comes and the whole luck factor also works, and then? Yeah,
look, there is no doubt that to have success you need luck, and there are things that happen, but you also say you make your own luck, and that's also a well-used adage. But I think we could have picked any number of different players to make up this 18 from our larger group, and that's what I'm proud of, is that there is a good base to build over the next few years from, and
Manpreet, when the coach was pushing you and the whole team, I'm sure that, and he is a very tough taskmaster. Whether you guys talk in your own language, native language, Punjabi, another, what is happening? Let's just do something else. Have you guys managed to do that?
No, actually, because everyone understand that he doing for our best. So what is our best? He always pushing us. He never been a negative person. It's not that he's sitting next to me, but be honest, he never been a negative person. He always motivate everyone. Even I had a bad game, he always will come to me after the match and he said, "Don't worry, just focus. Yes, you did a good couple of things, but you still can improve yourself and you can focus on your next game." And it's really good thing, because sometime when you are not playing well, so you will be in your shell. So you will be thinking about yourself. Yeah, man, I'm not doing well. Your coach comes and motivate you and just say that they are with you and the whole team with me. So it's give you motivation, and it will always give you encourage to give you your best next matches.
The government also, we have seen the last 6-7 years, the union governments, the sports ministry, the Sports Authority of India, Odisha government with its own infrastructure, and now when you guys training at Sai Institute, everybody came together. Do you believe that this actually showcases the fact that if everybody comes together, we can achieve some amazing results?
Yeah, definitely, that's true. Actually, the way Sports Authority of India, Government of India, Sports Ministry, and the Hockey India, and plus all the people, they're working so hard for us. I think that's why we are getting more medals. And I think the all federation are getting together, and they are asking what is the best for the athlete, and they are providing that. I think in the Prime Minister, it's coming himself and talking to the players. I think it's more giving a more confidence. So even after we lost the semi-final, we received a call from the Prime Minister, and he gave us the motivation that he said, "Don't worry, you guys are doing very well, and the whole nation and him, they are with us." So I think when coming from Prime Minister, it's really give you encourage. So I think it's a good thing. They are thinking about the sports. I think it's upcoming years, so our sports will be get more higher.
Reid, when the Prime Minister made that call, you were also there, and did you feel that this is a different thing altogether? No Prime Minister call you before the, even if you lose a match.
Yeah, no, and exactly right, and that's, I think, part of the recognition that it means a lot to this country, our sport, but also in all other sports as well. And that's the great thing. You know, I think India is on the brink of, you know, really making some good inroads.
You were part of the team in 1992, if I'm not wrong, which defeated India in the league matches.
And
you were the one who was responsible for India creating also history. How does that make you feel?
Oh, very nice. It actually does. It's indescribable.
Before I leave both of you, one quick word on this amazing victory, and how do you think this is going to change the face of Indian hockey?
Because I think the last medal we got, it was before I born, right? But now we finally got the medal, and there's so many youngsters, they have been watched that the Indian hockey team won a medal. So I think they will be get more motivation, and they will be get more inspired that Indian team just won the bronze medal, and they will come and they also will be inspired, and they want to win a medal, and they will be, you know, want to representing their country, and they want to win a gold. I think it will be a huge change for the hockey.
What about you, Reid?
Yeah, I think the inspiration part is I think what drives me a little bit as well, with especially seeing young kids play, get up, you know, and achieve the things that they can dream about.
Hopefully this is going to be a massive game changer. This is going to be a watershed moment in Indian hockey, and we will see more such history being created, not just in 2024, but even in a World Cup that India is going to host. And this is an amazing feeling. I'll take your leave with both these amazing gentlemen, Indian captain Manpreet and the coach Reid.